Hi, my name is Kathy Norton, and let me just tell you right off the bat, today's your day to spread some love. So I'm so excited you're here with us, and we brought gifts for Valentine's Day. We have a coupon extra 20, so EXTRA 20, an extra 20%. Harry, how long does that coupon last?
End of day.
End of the day today. Okay, that's good. Through Valentine's Day. I love that. We're going to do some Valentine trivia too, so you guys stay tuned. Also, if you want to comment, maybe just give a happy Valentine's Day, happy Valentine's Day. Tell us what you're doing, what your favorite Valentine color is. We will put you in the running for a $25 shop credit, which I think is really fun. But there's more. Who doesn't love a good diamond, right? We were just talking about diamonds off air just now. We all love diamonds. And so there's a sweepstakes right now that you can enter for not just a tiny little diamond, but 1 carat diamond studs. So this is amazing. So go ahead and someone's got to win, right? Someone's got to win. Harry, when do we know?
Next Monday we'll pick the winner, and they win for them and their gal pal.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about that.
It's a pair. Yeah.
It's a pair, so that you get 1 carat for you, and you get 1 carat. You each get a pair. So yeah, you each get half carat in each year. Oh my gosh, you're gonna love them, you guys, so much. They're my fave. Okay, so we've got so much going on. So we've got the sweepstakes, we've got the coupon, we've got our big Valentine's sale, but we are here with my favorite Valentine. We're here with Margie Hummingbird, of course. She is the main squeeze of anything that has to do with Tiffany-Style lighting, Tiffany-Style glass. You are the largest importer, and you're doing it all.
Oh yeah, we really are doing it all. We're making the glass as well as making the pieces and giving them to you. And I never heard of Valentine's Day before I just came here and you told me about it.
So Valentine's
so that
Day,
is fun.
Should we do a fun fact about it?
Sure.
Okay, first of all, the deal with Valentine's Day is that it was created like from pop culture. So the show Parks and Rec, the Amy Poehler's character created Valentine's Day, and it literally became a cultural phenomenon. Since 2010, this has been celebrated, and it's kind of celebrating with your best gal pals, you know, not doing what he wants to do, but doing what we want to do.
All right, well, we're having a flash sale, and I just want to say,
Happy
Valentine's Day, everybody! Valentine. It's all about the heart, right?
It's all about the heart.
It's all about the heart.
We've got a lot to get to today, but we're filling your world with light and color. So Margie, if people have never shopped with you, which seems unlikely, because of course, Margie, you were at Shop HQ for
25 years.
25 years. I know, and Margie and I probably did
years.
2,500 shows together.
Yeah.
And here we are again.
I know, I love it.
So you guys comment, say hello to Margie. We'll go ahead and say hello to you as well. So let's talk first and foremost about how gorgeous this light is. This is that Calla lily lamp, all with that beautiful uplighting, 5 amazing colors. And if you guys are starting to fall in love with this one, today we took 40% off. The price is down to $119.99. But because we are celebrating Valentine's Day with that coupon, we're gonna take another 20% off with extra 20. And you pick your color here out of 5 colors. That brings that price down to $96, Margie.
Oh, wow.
I know, Margie doesn't have anything to do with pricing.
No, I don't.
So when she finds out the price, sometimes she's like,
I don't even like to know the price because then I can have a genuine reaction. So listen to me, everybody. If you're watching, that is amazing. You're buying right from the source. We manufacture. We make these. These are handmade and hand blown by mouth in India, they've been blowing glass there for thousands and thousands of years, literally. And I've been there and I've seen how they make these. And they take this beautiful, this huge rod, and they put it in this hot furnace that's like 1,000,000 degrees. Not really, but it's close to it. They put this rod in there, and it has this glowing hot glass on it, and they start to blow it. And then they twirl it, and it goes into a ball, and then they flatten it, and then they put it back in again, and then they blow it some more. And when they blow it, because they put this it's called frit in there, you see these lines that are in the glass. That comes from the blowing of the glass because it gets stretched and pulled as they're blowing it. And then when it's really molten hot, they take a stick while it's hot, and then they curl the ends on it. So every single lily and every single shade is going to be a little bit unique because each one of them is blown by mouth. Each one of them is made individually. And so that's really important to know, that this is a handmade piece.
And true artists, which I think is really, really something to take note of, because now things are mass produced, right? Things are 3D printed. Things are really not done from the heart. These are all artist touched, so that each one is going to be a unique piece. No matter if you're getting 2 of the pink, look at the pink, we're actually calling it fuchsia. If you get 2 of these, they're not going to be the same. So we've got the fuchsia. We also have this beautiful white, and it goes back to the Pantone color of the year, and that is Snow Dancer. All of a sudden I forgot what it was called. Yeah, Snow Dancer. Yeah. So it's a beautiful white. In front, right here, this beautiful yellow. It's like a buttercream. And yellow's the happiest color in the world.
Yeah, it's a very pretty
so
yellow.
Pretty. And here we've got this beautiful, if you get nice and close on this one, we have got this really beautiful, kind of it's like a peachy pink, kind of, is what they're calling it. And the blue, which blue is the #1 color in decorating worldwide. That one we're calling blue white.
Yes.
So they each have 5 little candelabra bulbs in it. I'm sorry, 3 candelabra bulbs in it. And these beautiful lamps that just look like they're growing out of the table.
Yeah, it's a metal base, and I want to show you something, because Louis Comfort Tiffany, who's considered the father of Tiffany-Style lighting, created a kind of a glass called Favril glass lily lamp, which you may be familiar with or maybe not, but the lilies were going down, and it's I've sold a lot of those, and we've loved them, and you may be aware, but what you may not be aware of is that he was a painter. So he started out as a painter, and you can see here that this was a painting that he made. He lived from 1848 to 1933, and he did a painting of calla lilies. Well, we got really inspired and decided, the lily lamp is such a favorite lamp. It's such an easy lamp to use everywhere for everyone in every style. Let's create a brand new lamp. And so we created the calla lily lamp. And so you can see that we have the calla lilies, and the calla lilies are going upward instead of downwards. So I think this personally is brilliant.
And elegant.
I really do.
Yes.
And we have colors for everyone. And I'm usually a person who doesn't do matchy-matchy. That's just kind of how I am. But with these calla lilies, I have to say that a pair of these is really the way to go, especially with the sale that Shop at HQ is promoting.
You get
for
2
right
of them
now.
for under $200.
Yeah. So, to be able to take 2 of these, and maybe you have a picture gallery in between, or maybe you put a beautiful bowl of flowers or fruit in between, and you have it on your you have it on a credenza or your entryway table. I mean, this is the kind of piece that I would think if I was going into a beautiful bed and breakfast, an Airbnb, where you just have a wonderful entryway and you want something elegant with a book underneath it. This is what you would see. So, a piece like this is really going to give you light. It's going to give you color. And I think that every single color that we have here is great. I really do. The yellow, it's not a bright, harsh yellow. It's sort of a buttercream yellow. Yeah, it's warm, it's inviting, it's bright, it's happy. It really is. And if you love color, we have the fuchsia, which is a color that I love. I wear that color all the time. I love fuchsia.
It's a bold color. It's a romantic color, and it just brings power to a room, doesn't it?
Yeah, and
it's excitement.
And it's a great way to bring color into a room. It really is. And when you look at the inside of it, if you can show the inside, you can see this is where you can see all of that frit has been pulled and shaped, and the inside is a higher gloss than the outside, which is matte. So you've got that contrast of the matte against the high gloss, which is also very, very interesting. And then that beautiful base that's made out of metal that has a little bit of a patina to it as well in the gold. So that is really
and the leaves give it so much texture. Along with that really stable base, it does have that line switch, so you never have to worry about that, like, where am I going to find something to turn it on or off. Here it's a simple line switch, and even when it's off, Harry, if you can see, look at this, look at that fuchsia.
Yeah,
and
you
pick up the matte.
And you can really see the contrast between the matte and the high gloss on that as well.
So
and that is on the colored ones. On the white one, it's matte. Well, not really.
Yeah.
So fuchsia, you want some color in your room, black and gray. Ooh,
yeah,
I mean, it's really, really fabulous. Now the white is just elegant, it's making me feel crystals. It's making me feel chandeliers. If you go in that direction, for any of these colors, really.
With a beautiful glass of champagne, your Waterford next to it.
Yeah.
I know a lot of you have been collecting Margie's lamps for years and years, which I get it, because they're like those potato chips. You can't just have one.
Well,
it's just impossible.
Because they have such an effect, you know, they really do.
Well, let me ask you some questions about that. So, because I feel like, I mean, people are hiring lighting designers, lighting architects, they're calling them now, and because people are just all of a sudden realizing the importance of lighting, tell everybody the importance of lighting and about what it does for moods.
Well, just think about it when you're having a dinner party, when you're having guests over. Probably one of the first things that you do is you turn off your overhead lighting and you light some candles. You want to get in the mood, you light some candles, right? You want soft lighting. You don't want that harsh lighting. Well, this is such a beautiful way to bring in that beautiful mood lighting in a way that really speaks to you, because it has an effect on our mood. It hasn't, you know, if I'm in a crazy mood, I'm all over the place, which, you know, it happens, right? You know, do I want to go into downtown where it's all concrete, or do I want to go down to the river and feel the beauty of the river? It makes a difference. So when I go into my house, you know, the first thing I do is if I'm bringing in groceries or I'm coming in for the day, I'll turn on my lights, right? The minute that I have company over, and I had company over last night, all the lights come down and the Tiffany lights come up. And then it's like, it feels good. It's about a feeling. That's what these pieces are about. It's about a feeling. And by the way, talking about a feeling, if I think my son and his girlfriend are watching, I love you. I just love you guys so much. And they just moved to Denver, and they brought Tiffany lamps with them. And I'm bringing one when I go see them, because they love that too. And they're very modern and young and hip. You know?
See, and that's the thing. I mean, so when you are getting a piece of art that's a light, this becomes an heirloom piece. Margie and I have talked about that on shows before, that these are heirloom pieces that your kids are going to go, I want that one. That's got my name on it, right? So they'll bring them with them, and it lives with them. It becomes part of their home. It becomes part of what you love about going home. There's those certain pieces that you get home, and you're like, yep, this is where I'm supposed to be, right?
Yeah.
And I think lighting does that so much for all of us. And you've got colors: fuchsia, white, you've got the yellow, you have the peach pink, and then you also have that beautiful blue-white.
Yeah.
So when we talk about lighting, we talk about the triangle of lights. This is the accent. So these are it's kind of the bottom part of the triangle. The overhead lights, that's your peak of your triangle. And then you've got the accent lights that you're creating. So that's exactly what Margie's talking about. Is you turn off that big overhead light. You need it. You need it for
sometimes you need it, yeah.
But this is how we live.
If I'm chopping vegetables, I need a lot of light, you know. But if I'm entertaining, or even for myself, you know, if I just want to let down, then I turn on my Tiffany-Style lighting, and I really, really love it. And you know, the thing about it, okay, now see, I gotta start getting going.
Now we got you.
No, really, because this is true, and this has happened for over 25 years. I'll start talking about it, and then all of a sudden I start to feel it, and then it's like I just can't even stop, because this is a piece. These pieces are pieces that you love. It's not just, oh, I needed some lighting for my home, and so I'm going to get a lamp so I can feel some love, some light. It's like, no, you put this in your home, no matter what color that you choose or what you choose from my collection. It's like, oh, I just every time you turn it on, it's like, oh, I just love that piece. It gives you something, and it keeps giving you something. These are pieces, because as you were saying, these are pieces of art. This is not just lighting. And this is uplighting. And it's really important to have uplighting, because when you think about it, most of your lighting is going to go down. Your table lamps, your floor lamps, all that lighting is facing down. And so you want to really create that lighting that goes up, because it gives you a balance, especially when you're turning off your overhead lights.
It's like a sunrise,
yeah,
right? Rather than a sunset.
And it also makes you look good.
Yeah, that's right.
It does.
Well, we've got comments, speaking of good. So we've got some great comments. Harry, go ahead, take it away.
Yeah, we have a comment from Sharon. She says, hi, Margie. I still have and am enjoying 4-cut glass lamps I bought from you years ago. Still beautiful.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, we love that.
Yeah.
What else do we have out over there, Harry?
Jane says, beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
And then we've got Jessica watching. Hi, Jessica.
And yes, Jessica.
I know, we love that. And Dana, of course. We've got to say hi to everybody.
Jane says, love TSL, love the 3 Calla lily lamp.
Yeah, this is so nice. Calla lilies are, I believe, now correct me if I'm wrong, if you guys know this out there, comment back. I think Calla lilies are the #1 carried flower by brides. So that is, I think, a true fact. Oh, speaking of flower facts, here we go. Guess how many roses, Margie, are sold every year in just the U.S. for Valentine's Day?
Oh my gosh. You know, we used to sell roses on street corners for Valentine's Day. We really did.
I think that we missed our calling there because they go up like triple right now. But guess what? It's in the millions.
10 million.
240 million roses are sold.
Oh my God.
So, I mean, it's crazy, right? So, but guess what happens to those roses?
They die, right? Yep, they die.
I mean, if you're going to give flowers, I'm just saying, right? I mean, this is what you do. And for under $100, a dozen roses right now to be delivered is about $150. So this is $96, you guys, with that coupon, extra 20. Don't forget to sign up for that sweepstakes. Don't forget to say hello. All you gotta do is say, hey, happy Valentine's Day. We'll put you in for that $25 Shop HQ credit, which is amazing. Oh, by the way, is a sweepstakes, which I just kind of like skimmed right over. It's not just one pair of 1 carat diamond stud earrings. There's 2 pair, one for you and one for your best Valentine. So my best Valentine is always one of my best girlfriends, Christy, but you guys know, I mean, it could be your sister, it could be your mom, it could be who would you go out with for Valentine's Day? I think that's a big one. All right, so Margie, we talked about the lighting. We talked about how, you know, lilies are just sort of that symbol of purity, is what that, especially with the white. But I think that these, as like you were talking about, a pair on a credenza, even on a desk.
I really do like this. I really do love these in a pair. And if you are getting married, or if you are a wedding planner or anything like that, these white ones, you know, to put that on the main table, to put that on the table where people are signing in, you know, it's so beautiful. But again, they're pieces of art. They're all handmade. And they give you that uplighting. That really is important, to get that balance of uplighting in your home as well as the downlights. And whether it's a gift for someone else or it's something for you, they just inspire you. They speak to you. You know, they hit a spot that a regular light really just does not hit. And here's a good time for me to say my quote. Okay, Louis Comfort Tiffany said that color is to the eyes what music is to the ears, because we really respond to color. But when you illuminate that color, when you actually light up that color, it goes even deeper. And don't we want that place in us touched all the time? You know, just whatever that place just loves beauty. You know, that's the effect that these pieces can have. That's why I can do this for 25. I can't do anything unless I feel it. It's just kind of how I'm made. And every time I start talking about these, because they are pieces that you really love, and they're pieces that endure. And I don't care what your style is. If you are contemporary, if you have antiques in your home, if you have a mix of everything, if you're eclectic like I am, I just have a mishmash, because I buy and I take and I use what I like. If I like it, then it works. So if you are attracted to this, to whatever color it is, you know, we have the blue and the white. The blue one is the only one that's tipped in white. So you have that white on the bottom and then the blue. And it's elegant. Yeah, you can see it. You can see it on and off. Now, it doesn't come with the bulbs. You'll just get some bulbs and put them in. And the shades are very easy to put in. The base on it, I love the patina on the base. It's a gold base with patina done for the leaves. And you can even manipulate the leaves a little bit if you want. You don't really. You can bend them a little. You don't really need to. They're made beautifully. But
23.5 inches tall. So I think that that's a nice bedside size. It's a nice table lamp. There are so many people that work in offices. You're in this fluorescent light. I mean, here, look up, so we know what fluorescent lights are. Okay, like, not pretty, right? Not pretty. But on your desk at work, we're not looking for a task light. We're looking for something to give us a mood, right? And so whether, you know, pick your favorite color and go ahead and add this to your desk at work, because some people spend more time at their desk at work than they do in their own house.
I know, it's really true. I mean, we had cubby holes here, and every single cubby hole had a lamp in it.
For sure.
And it was just
It was
there.
like that at
It's just there to stop it from feeling so industrial. You know,
Yeah, so true.
I want to look at these colors again, okay? Because
now we're gonna move on to our birds.
Okay. Well, you've got, what are we calling this one? It's really a lavender color.
They're calling it pink peach.
Okay, but in reality, it feels more lavender to me. But I'm going to turn it off a minute, so you can see as it goes up a little bit higher, it goes into pinks. But it's really kind of your purples going into your pinks.
Yep.
And again, when it's off, I really love the contrast of the opaque along with the high gloss on that.
Really
so that would be beautiful if you like pastels. That would be so lovely to add this into pastels. It'll feel like a flower garden, won't it?
I love that.
Then you have We talked about the blue. Then we have the yellow. I tell you that I'm usually not attracted to yellow, but that's such a beautiful buttercream color.
I was going to say buttercup. Yep.
Yeah, it's a really warm color, and I'll tell you, with black or with gray, that would be incredible.
So pretty.
Or go towards white, you know. But again, you really can create that beautiful garden feeling in your home. And then you have, of course, the white, which is just elegant and will go anywhere with anything.
Yeah, that's no
and if you're
dancer.
looking for that special gift for someone, maybe it's an anniversary, it's a wedding, it's a birthday, special. I mean, what a beautiful gift this would make. Something that they'll always remember.
We'll send it to them. And again, today, we're taking that price down to $96 with the coupon.
And then you have the fuchsia. And I can see the fuchsia with black.
Yeah, I love
Wouldn't
that
that be
fuchsia.
gorgeous? Or with stainless steel. You know, if you have a very modern home and you have stainless steel in your home, you know, soften it with something like
I
this.
love
with
it
one
on
of
it.
these colors.
I love it on an entry room.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
when you walk in, that sets the tone to your home, right? You love your home when it comes in. You've got the rug. Remember the peacock rug?
Yeah, I do.
I had that for 15 years, one of Margie's rugs
Yeah.
that carved in my house. The very first thing we'd see was this enormous peacock rug.
Yeah.
And then we'd have a Margie lamp. And it was stunning. And I loved the way that and people, when they got in my house, they were like, ooh, this is going to be interesting here because it was
Yeah.
unique, right? You love that.
And think about in a master bathroom, if you have two
Oh,
sinks to put in a
yes.
master bathroom, or maybe you have a bathtub or a whirlpool or something like that, that would be absolutely stunning. In a guest room, how welcoming this would be
So
to
pretty.
have this on. Your guest is coming over and you just have this on. It's the kind of lamp, if you want a little bit of height, if you want a little bit of uplighting and some beautiful rich color that really speaks to you, then add this.
Add it. And the coupon good till the end of the day today, but you can never have too many lights, right? You can never have too much color. Look at what we've done here. We have got our three little birds. Of course, they wrote a song about that. Bob Marley did. So this is our Tiffany-Style stained glass bird novelty lamp. It stands only 15 inches tall. So look at what we've done. We've actually layered them together with that fuchsia lamp. You have every color under the rainbow in these birds. Reds and blues and golds and oranges and all completely hand soldered. Margie's gonna walk you through the process of this lamp. On a normal day, this lamp would be about $219, which is already 37% off. But today, we'll take another $44 off with the coupon extra 20. I just think it's stunning,
So
beautiful,
cute.
and you know, I'm kind of a crazy bird lady, so is Margie.
Yeah.
I keep birds, I have canaries, so these just, I love everything about them, but this has got so much color, Margie. It's like you open a box of crayons, right?
It's just a joyful piece. It really is. And Craig, who's sitting here off camera, who was our photographer extraordinaire, was telling me before we came on here that he has one, and your mom has one. He gave it to your mom, and how much they just really love it. Here's what I like. Okay, I think that you could use this communication.
Oh, for sure.
Right. So you're mad at your husband or your children.
Turn the bird away.
Just turn the bird around and say, you know, that's a symbol. You don't even have to talk, right? It's like we need to talk.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
until we talk, I'm going to be. I'm not turning
So then
around.
all the birds move.
Right. Yeah, you could. Yeah, well, the top one. Yeah. They all move.
Oh
They all,
my gosh,
they all
so you
move.
can
So
have
you
them
can
facing one
move
way or
them.
the
You can
other.
have them facing each and every way. You know, birds are just a feel-good thing, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
they are.
how can you not feel joy looking at this particular piece? They make you feel calm. They're actually good for your brain. I was never a bird watcher, but we have a house on the lake now, and that's all we do. Every morning, my husband gets up and feeds the birds. And I used to get really mad at him because he just put bird feed like everywhere. We have bird feed. No, he puts them everywhere. But then the birds come like crazy.
Birds come.
And it is so much fun. It's really so sweet. But this piece, because of all of its color and because of the shape and the movement that you have on this, and you've got a really nice stable base here, I can just see this if you have kids or grandchildren or any kids in your life. You're going to bring them over to this immediately and just start teaching them the colors, right?
Yeah.
Look, here's what color is this, and what color is this, and here, you know, that's red, and here's blue, and here's yellow, and you start teaching them the colors and teaching them how to chirp And actually, I'm looking at
What's Birdie say?
The next
Yeah.
thing we're going to do is our rainbow, and the two of these together are really singing
so
together.
pretty.
They really are.
I
But
love
they really lift your spirit. It's warm, it's charming, and it's going to just add magic to any room that you put it in.
So each bird is about, you know, it could be in the palm of your hand. So if you're trying to get a size perspective, that's how tall, or it's 15 inches tall, but as far as the width, it's about the width of your hand. And what I think is amazing is these little birds are all done by hand.
Oh,
Would you
yes.
Walk us through the process.
Oh, yes. So each, I don't have a piece count on this, but you can see the different pieces of glass. So every single piece of glass has to be cut by hand. Every piece of glass then has to be ground because it's glass and it's sharp. Then they put a piece of copper foil around every single piece, and then they put it into a mold, and then it has to be soldered together. Now the soldering can't be too big or too small. And also the pieces have to be exactly the right size, otherwise they won't fit into the mold. So all of that goes into every single piece. You have a little cabochon for the eyes, that is all hand poured. And this is a handmade piece. And it really is a piece that will bring you joy. And I'll show you how you put this on, because this is, they have LED lights. So if you just pull it off, okay, whoops, I pulled off the light bulb. Okay, it's going to come with LED lights. So you're going to get 4 of these, even though there's only 3. Put that right in. Then you can feel where you can just pinch that a little bit, and then all you have to do, I can't see what I'm doing, is just put it right on. And that's as easy as it is.
And I'll turn around.
And then you can switch them. But I want to show you. Do we have time, Harry? Can I show the glass?
Yeah.
So I want to show you that we are the largest purveyor of Tiffany-Style lighting, probably anywhere at this point, really. And not only do we make the lamps for you and all the windows and everything else, but we actually are making the glass. Now, when you make a glass, you need a furnace, and we have a 12-pot furnace, which is a big deal. It takes weeks just to get it up and running, and then you make sheets of glass. So this is actually another business that we have. So we're River of Goods, and River of Goods has another division called Mississippi River Glass, where we are actually making the glass. Oh, look at that piece. Look at that. Look at that piece of glass. So
pretty.
This is really good to lamp where you have even a bird, and they cut the piece of glass here. You're going to get a slightly, this is all one piece of glass, but depending on where they cut the piece of glass is what the colors are going to be. And you'll have the different stripes. This is because this is really...
And Margie does all of this, right? She
Yeah,
imports Valentine's Day.
It's so beautiful.
Oh my gosh! I want all my windows in my house done with this.
Oh, this is, this glass is really, it's just
It's like twilight.
Yeah.
A beautiful night.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So all of this glass we are making, this is called confetti glass. And so what they do is they make the glass, they roll it out, and then they take shards of glass and they put it in there. Yeah, yeah. So it's just a beautiful, I don't know, cake or bread.
Yeah.
We're making the flour. We're growing the wheat, and we're making the flour to make the bread.
She's doing all of it.
We do all of it from start to finish. So you're really buying from the source. And then once you see that, which I think is really important to see, it's good to know who you're buying from, isn't it? I'm not just a salesperson. My husband and I, we own the company. We have great people working for us, and we're making the glass, designing it, and then putting it into this beautiful form for you that you can really enjoy. And then we get to sell it to you here at Shop HQ with a lot of love. Happy Valentine's Day!
Happy Valentine's Day. Okay, so Margie, if that lamp, in the spirit of Valentine's Day,
Yes.
if this lamp was to write you a love letter,
Yes.
it was going to write you a love letter for Valentine's Day. So it's from our 3 little bird lamp. What would that love letter say?
Let me see. It would say, I don't prepare anything.
Dear Margie.
Dear Margie, let me fly into your heart and tweet a little love light to you, okay? Because I'm going to light you up, and I'm going to hit the spot in you that loves beauty and loves nature, and just make you sort of squeal with delight because you're so happy that you have me tweeting around in your room.
Aww.
So,
Happy Valentine's Day. Love the 3 birds.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh,
really.
I love it.
Really.
So if you want to get this home, everybody is going to go just think this is going to be the greatest gift ever. $219.99, which is already 37% off. We'll take another $44 off with that extra 20 I think, I mean, the inspiration for Margie's and any of her novelty lamps that you've seen, the birds, you know, the owls, the turtles. Louis Comfort, Tiffany, was inspired by nature and wildlife.
Yes.
So if that's what brings you joy, can you imagine what that would do for you, having a light like this? That's a little night light that you've got on in your kitchen. That's just the first little light that you turn on when it's just a little dark, but you're going to go start that coffee in the morning.
Oh, yes.
This
cute,
is the piece for you. And I know you love the color, so we're also going to talk about our hanging thing that we have.
Okay, but one more thing.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, one more thing. Well, let me bring this over to, can I bring this over to the, you know, we're unscripted here, so here we go.
You try to bring that over one.
Well, I just
Might
want
reach.
to put it in the same
Same
frame
shot.
so that you can see this with our rainbow stained glass panel, because
Oh, yeah, we can
that
do
is just too cute.
Sweet Perry, you got that?
So the thing that I wanted to tell you is that these pieces become touchstones for your kids, right? When we used to go visit my mom in Florida with my children when they were young, she had a piece in the bedroom that my kids just loved. It would light up and they just loved it. And she tried to give it to us. And I said, no, I don't want you to give it to me. This is special for when they come over.
Yeah.
And for them and for you, because it's always going to make them think about you. So when you have a piece like this, if you have kids in your house or you know in your life at any point, just imagine them growing up and having this piece over and over and over again and going to it and naming the birds, right? And learning the colors and just going over there. If you have a crying baby, you're going to take it over to this piece to just say, look at the colors and, you know, all of that stuff.
Yeah.
And that it will remind them of their childhood. I mean, that really is the kind of impact that a piece like this can have.
And 15 inches tall. This is, most kitchen cabinets are they'll start here. So this would be that perfect underneath the cabinet light. Just bring a little bit of color. Rather than turning on those the fluorescent lights underneath your cabinet, have this on. I think that'd be cute.
I love what you said. You know, you get up in the morning and make your coffee and you turn on your little birdies.
Oh, that's so cute. I mean, you got a little. Okay, I'm gonna sneak across this way, Harry. So this is our beautiful. We're calling it a window panel, but this is so gorgeous. It's done in a 12 3/4 inch size. It's called the Serenity glass panel. Regularly, every day, this would be $150 with Margie. We took the price down to $89.99, which is 40% off. But with that coupon, we're talking coupon again, an extra $18 off. So now we're dropping that down to about $71 and change. This to me is like dusk till dawn. You know, it's just sort of this dusk till dawn look. So pretty and very, very giftable to, I don't care who's on your list, man, woman, teenager, they would love it.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's got your rainbow colors in here. Everybody loves a rainbow. I just dropped off a mosaic that I did of a rainbow for my niece, my grandniece, and this is another piece that just brings you joy. And I want to read a little quote. This is from Elizabeth Kubler-Ross. She famously said, "People are like stained glass windows. They sparkle and shine when the sun is out, but when the darkness sets in, their true beauty is revealed only if there's a light from within."
Oh,
And so, you know, it's the power of color, isn't it? And I think that when you, actually I'm giving this exact piece to my, actually this piece I just ordered it, I'm giving it to my niece. When you put a piece like this in your window, and you can see the sun is coming through really beautifully today.
Yeah, nice sun.
It just lights it up. Now maybe you have a window that's facing your neighbor's house,
right.
well, instead, you know, make lemonade out of lemons, right?
For
Instead
sure.
of having a view that is kind of, you know, either unsavory or you just don't really care, put something beautiful in it. And a piece like this can really inspire you to bring in color, all right?
And I like what you could see all of the different processes you use here, Margie, because it's sort of like it's almost like a pinwheel of examples.
It is, and I was just showing you our stained glass that we actually make, and you can see here, you know, this is translucent, and so you can see that the light comes through here as opposed to what's next to it, which is opaque. And you can also see the ripples in here, and there's almost like there's such a sparkle in that glass that you can really see as the sun shines through it. Same thing with the blue. And the blue here, you've got a different kind of texture up here. And so this is almost really like a study in glass. You can see this blue piece right here. I'm sorry because it's shaking because I'm touching it. And you can see that there's spotting in there. That's called mottled glass, and they really achieve that by putting water droplets in it. Now, depending on where they cut that sheet of glass, you're going to get a different pattern in here. And then again, you have the opaque and the translucent where the sun comes through here. So you get this beautiful contrast of light, of dark, of texture, and of color. And I really do. I think that if you
About the
can,
size of a frozen pizza, you guys, if you're looking for
yeah, and
size.
if you can do these two across the room from each other or next to each other, I mean, they're just talking to each other.
Yes.
They're just saying, oh yeah, they're tweeting. The bird is just tweeting to the sun as it gives off those beautiful, incredible rays of color.
And we do include this hanging chain for you.
Oh, yeah.
So you get that hanging chain. It's got a metal rim all the way around. So this would be beautiful. And even on a cloudy day, you're going to get the texture. You're going to get that light play. But I think that this is such a giftable piece.
Oh, yeah.
You can put it on a little easel if you want, next to your desk, and just have, when you get that afternoon light, that 3 o'clock doldrums, but the light is still coming through the office, this would be perfect.
And it's a piece that will appeal to anyone at any age. It's gender neutral.
Yeah, for sure.
Whether it's for a baby's room or it's for an executive. And for those elderly people who get moved into, maybe you have a mom or someone in your life, a dad that's moving into a senior living situation, and they're, it's difficult, right? Put something like this in their window for them. I mean, I've done that for people, and it's just, they love it because it just brings some color and it brings a feeling into a room that really makes a difference. And it also can really inspire you because maybe you have things in your home and they don't really go together because they just don't really match. This can help pull it together.
For sure.
Or maybe you want some inspiration for some color. Well, this can give you so many colors to work from that you can really bring blues in your room, or oranges, or browns, or grays, or
Lemon
yellows.
yellow.
So it
Margie,
really.
what's your favorite color, like in the whole wide world? If you had to live in one color for the rest of your life.
I'm into fuchsia these days.
Fuchsia?
But I don't know that I do a whole room in fuchsia, but
Would it be fun?
yeah.
Okay, Harry, what's your favorite color?
Blue.
Blue?
Mhm.
Like a dark navy or like a...
Like a sky blue. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Mine's always been purple, like my whole entire life. I don't wear purple, but I love purple. Like if someone's on this purple. So I don't know why.
I do a
but
lot of red, actually.
you look great in red, too.
I like red, but in my house, I like to have everything pretty neutral. And then I like to bring it in with my lighting, with my stained glass panels, with my pillows. I like to bring it in that way because that way it just inspires. I don't know. I just really like to do it that way. Do whatever you like.
No rules.
And there really are no rules, especially in my world. But to bring a panel, I know the beauty of bringing a panel into you. Can we show our big panel for a second? Take a look at this large panel. We just had someone in here who priced that panel at about, what did he say, like $40,000. Okay, this is a panel that we had made many years ago by an artist. But
gorgeous.
Can you imagine? Look at that with the sun streaming through that. What that does. Now I can't really afford to. We can't even afford to fix that panel because it has a few cracks in it.
Can't afford to make it again.
Never make it again. We
Never
used that
make it
on
again.
some of our sets, and so it has a few cracks in it. But the impact of what a piece like that brings into a room, it brings up the whole room.
Gorgeous.
Right? And to be able to bring colors like this, into our rainbow. Now maybe you don't do that, which is more traditional. And this is a piece. If you have a really contemporary home, if you have a traditional home, if you just, whatever it is, it brings a joy. It brings a feeling. And I love that because to me, my life is all about a feeling, right? I want to feel it in my heart. I want to feel the love, basically. Okay, now that may sound corny, but that's actually true. And a piece like this, will bring that feeling into a room. If you like the feeling. If you don't like it, don't get it, okay? But if it speaks to you and you like the vibrancy, I think that there's a vibration that colors have. Not that I know that much about it, but you can just feel it, right? Because you can feel it when you have pastel colors, even when I talk about it, I want to calm myself down,
Yes.
right? And then when you have really bright, vibrant colors. And this just has that vibrancy to it that would just be so beautiful in a bedroom, in a living room, in a kitchen.
I love
it.
It
doesn't matter wherever, in a powder
yep.
room, in a
Because
guest
powder room,
room.
the windows are pretty small, and this again is like 12 3/4 inches. So like I said, picture a frozen pizza, that's about the size for it.
Yeah, that's
So
right.
it's giftable, you're not getting something that's so big. Round is a really interesting shape as well, because I think we're surrounded with a lot of hard edges in our homes, because all the things that you frame generally are going to be squares or rectangles with hard edges.
Yeah.
This is going to be round. This is going to offer some softness into your world, which I think we can all use. I think it's really pretty. The price on it, you cannot beat the price. And don't forget, we're going to take an extra $18 off because we've got extra 20. And while we're So we love that, but we're so glad you're here. We just want to make sure we said Happy Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Do not forget about signing up for that sweepstakes. We're really excited about that. Margie, I always end my show with be kind to each other and go out and spread some love.
Yep.
And what say you?
Have some love in your heart. Keep it strong. Keep it big. Keep it light.